thank you guys for accepting the interview. I'm really glad to be able to talk to you today about indie gaming, about your games, so the game project Apidom, which are developing and publishing. I had the chance to have a look at the website. The landing page is great, by the way, and I had the chance to watch the trailers and the images that you have on Steam. And I've got to say, but like the games that I personally played a lot, or I play a lot of MOBAs, and it kind of remind me of these games, like not necessarily the gameplay itself, but you got the PvP, the PvE, and I found it really nice actually. So
Appreciate it.
first of all, Remy, can you just explain us, tell us what is breach.gg, and yeah, a little bit about your background.
So basically, I am gamer who was like for a long time now, over 50 years. So my gaming career started at the times where in order to load the video game, you should put audio cassette into the player. So yeah, it's been, I saw things in life. I was growing like in like small farm, and I'm like because my father is a farmer, so basically I have nobody to talk with. So basically, I think computer was the person I chose. My or book or computer. So basically, computer won. Yeah, and during my lifetime, my studies, I've been like involved in a lot of gaming communities, like created like small events, some esport tournaments, because in Lithuania esport is just developing, so a lot of to do. You like America has like light years away from us, so basically we are trying to follow up. With all the technology, we're trying to to keep up with the Americans. So and like during these like events, this my jobs and all that, I met with a lot of people. Like I personally was talking with over 2,000 people, like with my customers, because I had a gaming hub where like people came to play games, to buy custom PCs, to try everything. I was in partnerships with the Razer, Cooler Master, HyperX, and all that. I did a lot of advertisement for them in Baltic states. So, and I saw the pain point that like it's really hard to to have good match, to play like the game with the exact skill level player. So basically, I'm like, let's say I getting back from job, like I have 1 hour to play, and I open PUBG, and I'm getting all this, ragers, quitters, like esports players. I'm like, and I'm a casual player. I want to have, quite good run. So basically, it sucks. So I'm calling my friends, my cousins, my teammates, and no one is available. And I was like, can we create some tool that like takes a lot of information from, let's say, Steam, and match makes one player with another player by the hours how many hours have been playing, what achievement they have. So basically, very, very similar players. And my developer says, yes, we can. So this is how Bridge began as the matchmaker system. So we started from there, but we added social functions like Twitter, So let's do more. Let's put some kind of Twitch, so streaming, But we have a big backend developed at the moment, but not everything available in front end yet. And at the same time, we were thinking, what is the perfect social network for social platform for gamers? It should be a game. And so basically everything you're doing in our social platform, like chatting, inviting friends, creating lobbies, putting content online, you're getting experience and raising your profile level. Like in social platforms, like in Facebook, you have pictures about you, something. But in our platform, you get like strength, dexterity, vitality, mentality, luck, statistics. And everything you do, by socializing, you bring back to Project Apidom game. So basically, like during workday, like chatting, getting XP and getting back via gaming PC and connect to the playing Project Apidom, and you see that your avatar has like raised the level. So yeah.
Okay, that's actually amazing because I did not make the link between like Breach.dg, the platform, and the game. So like
So
that's
Apidom
amazing.
is as our first proof of concept that we can use like socialize social socialization. Sorry, my English.
Hmm.
I don't, and like it make me game worth it. You know.
Whoa, that's the first time I hear about something like that. I think it's amazing. It's like really innovative. Yeah,
And at the same time, like after this proof of concept, we can invite other indie studios to join us with their games and adapt some of the features. Let's say if you are not like creating RPG or like if creating car game, you know, but let's say your driver maybe get to some level or something like that, you know.
that's amazing. Thanks for your introduction. And Aaron, can you talk to us about Red Tiger Pro? So, what do you do, and why collaborate on indie games mainly? That's right.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I produce and I guess kind of now slide into the publishing side of indie games. I've been running Red Tiger Pro for about 7 years now, and I started off before COVID doing like in-person marketing events. So like I ran tournaments for this one 3D game called In League. Was like a 3D first-person shooter game. I helped this game called Audio Trip run a fundraising event and launch their games. Um, and the first thing I did when I first came out is I went to DreamHack and I went to a bunch of local events around the Austin area. That's where I'm in Austin, Texas, and found a bunch of small developers who want to show off their projects. And so I got a booth at DreamHack and showed off a bunch of indie games. And so it kind of started off just naturally with working with indies because that's what was around here more of at the time. 7-8 years ago, some of the big ones were here like Blizzard, but there wasn't as many game dev industries in Austin as there are now. And so, I mean, it was kind of like I was working with those people that were around me. And actually, one of the people that I was working with, Michael Lubker, he was making a game at the time. He's moved on to do this project called Rafter Games, which they're moving into like the event space and such like that. And that's actually how I got hooked up with Remy, is they referred him to Red Tiger Pro. But yeah, so I've been doing that for 7 years. And I started off kind of marketing, then COVID hit. And unfortunately, we couldn't do as much or any basically social in-person marketing events. So shifted more to helping developers like just launch their games and figure out how to get their games out there. And so by doing that and doing a lot of consulting, what I found is that a lot of developers need the most help with marketing. And so that's why I've been trying to kind of specialize in marketing a little bit more. And so between being a producer and being a marketer, that's kind of come together to be a publisher. So, I mean, it wasn't originally the plan, but it's definitely, I try to roll with the punches. So that's where it's going, it seems.
That's
Yeah,
great. That's great. So let's talk a bit about the game. So Project Apidom. Um, so like we were saying earlier, when I saw the game, it really like reminded me of like MOBAs because of a look. But I think that Project Apidom is different. It has its own unique concept. So can you talk about this concept and how this the idea come around? And I mean, like what I read, you have like this extraction mode. There's a little bit of like the mobile RPG style game. So how did you get the idea, and did you face like what challenges you faced when merging these game genres?
So I'm personal RPG gamer. Like you could understand from that. Like I was heavy on the Dungeons and Dragons. I was like always hats in the room and all that stuff. So basically, and I wanted to create like a proof of concept RPG game, but my team said like we have no such money, to create one. So we need a smaller scale. So for a smaller scale, MOBA is like perfect fit because for the first like map, for the first start, you just need one map. It's enough. You can create a gameplay loop for that. But I was like, still, you know what? I still want to have RPG elements. So, but like, and my teammate. But look at League of Legends, Dota. Like they like have a huge player bases, like interesting play, like different roles. But you don't know, like you can't customize it. Like you can't have skins, but you can like level progress and like prepare. Let's say if I want to look like some like this avatar, but I want to have statistics by like this avatar. So basically, League of Legends and Dota it doesn't have that. So we do. So you can build your character before every match. Like if you don't like this build, you can change statistics like strength, dexterity, vitality, and luck, and create different new with like really like different stats. And why not allow people to choose their equipment too? So if all items are not character bound, that means sorry, role bound. So you don't need to be an archer to put on the bow, or you don't need to be a heavy welder to put on the hammer. So it's all like customized for the player. So this is like what is unique selling point, from other MOBAs. And for other hand, um, we have this element of three teams. So it came from real-time strategy games because when you playing one-on-one, like it's kind of easy, fun, it's all fun and games. But if you have third one lurking somewhere, so it makes you wait for that adrenaline rush kick in. So we take the MOBA concept, add RPG elements and some RTS tactics. And we think it fits, because we're getting this adrenaline rush. So yeah, I think in short way that this is the concept.
Yeah, I think it's amazing because, like we said earlier, it's really unique. It's not something that we've seen before, and I think that it will work. It will work definitely.
With the help of Aaron, I starting to believe it now.
So Project Apidom launched its early access, right?
Yes.
So what was the reasoning behind choosing early access? So was it because you wanted like feedback from the community, or did you have other reasons? So tell me about it.
We had some pleas with community. We got some feedback, and we still want to get some feedback before the full launch, because now I think game is ready. Like behind the roadmap, it's about 25 to 30% finished, and we have some big issues internally. I don't know, like if Aaron, should I add more about this or like just pass?
Issues internally probably is the best way to describe it. I think in the press release, I put it as a few bad actors.
Yeah, it's like kicking them nuts at the start of the year. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's just unfortunately some bad people out there, ran into some unfortunate circumstances, and that set the launch back. It actually had quite a chain reaction because like it really affected the Steam Next Fest, which when it comes to marketing indie games is such a huge part of it. And so we're really playing catch up now because of it, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. So when's the launch? When's the date for launching the game? Then you have an approximation.
It's 29th of March of this month, so in 1 week. Oh, sorry, in a half a week.
Yeah,
Jeez.
in 4 days.
In 4 days. I won't sleep. Never these 4 days will be sleepless nights. Sorry.
All right, all right. Yeah, it's like in 4 days. Whoa. So let's talk about a bit about the core gameplay. So can you walk us through a
Yes.
typical gameplay of Project Apidom? So we have a 3v3 format, and so what are the objectives for each team?
So when you build a character, you join the lobby. Like you can host the lobby, but you won't get the reward. But like if you join public rounds, yeah, like you can join like a solo player, and join other teams, or you can bring your own team. So as a party, and you start with 2 tasks. Like if main goal is to kill the raid boss and get the reward. The secondary goal is to kill other teams. And on the start, like first task is to kill 50 minions. In map we have 3 separate ones. So two types of drones: stationary and mobile. Stationary like is ranged, and mobile going through the map and looking for the players. And we have the Arnold. So basically, it's like spider-like mechanic creatures, and they always in group of 3. And after destruction, they blow up and gives player damage. By killing any of these minions, you get a buff. Like killing 10 of the Arnolds will get you dexterity buff plus 10%. Killing 10 of drones will give you 10% of strength. And it's levelable. So basically, if you like going to kill more of this same type of minions, you'll get up to 20% and up to 30% of buff. And the thing is, it's with a timer. If you stop killing enemies, countdown goes down to the levels. Let's see, level 3 becomes level 2, level 2 becomes level 1, and like you get, and the buff is gone. So by the team who kills raid boss first, it gets 50% buff on all statistics. So yeah, it can be the advantage for you to go for the raid boss first, and then we count other players. And it all at like if you've done a lot of damage in game, you performed well, and it will adapt to your reward and the chance to get some items. And in our game, to get an item is very, very, very slim chance, like because we want to keep the rarity going, because we have ability like to craft. If you have 5 similar, sorry, I'm getting back from the game loop now. So because you have ability to craft, if you have same set, let's say 5 common items, you put them into machine, and it will bring you 1 uncommon item at random. It can be weapon, it can be gear. But if you have a blueprint, you can have an accurate chance for something you like weapon or bow or something like that.
Okay.
So one more thing. In the shop, there is only common items to buy. We don't sell any epic, legendaries, or other.
Okay, so the rare items are only from the random drops, right?
Random drops or by crafting.
Crafting. Okay. So you talked about it earlier, but maybe we can talk a bit more about the character progression. So being an hybrid game, you said earlier that Project Apidom features character progression. So could you please elaborate on the character development system and the role it plays in the overall gameplay experience?
So at the start, you all will get 100 additional stat points to add to your statistics. So on these 5 abilities like strength, dexterity, vitality, mentality, and luck. Because like it's early access and our level the progression system is in development, it should be ready in 1 month. So after that, all points will be wiped, and players will start from 0. But we'll leave like items what they have been built or crafted or bought. So, and at every reached level, players will get 1 point on additional points. So basically, it will be a kind of grinding situation here. And when you like eventually, if we have enough players, we'll matchmake by the statistics and attack power they have, like during with their builds and their statistics added in common. So it will be fair matchmaker.
Okay, so it's not like I've played a lot, I've gained items, I'm crafting, and it becomes like a pay-to-win game. That's not the goal at all.
But like pay to win, you define pay to win because you can get everything for free. But but of course, like if you want to progress faster, we'll add some let's say premium because it's free to play game. We add where you boost your XP gain and shards gain. So basically, yeah, if you cannot like if I'm working a lot and student plays, like student has more time than me, so but I need to like get back at him, so I think I'll pay for like premium to get a bit more experience on every run.
Okay, so about the monetization, so like you just said,
Yes.
the game is free to play, and it will include like microtransactions.
Yeah.
So can you give us a little more details about the monetization strategy and how it has been balanced to ensure like a fair experience for free and paying players?
Yeah, so we are kind of the gray line because it will you'll get about up to 20% of more experience on the run and up to 20% more shards for the crafting, for the purchase of items, all this stuff. And also you can purchase 3 tiers of packages of shards if you want. Like you can purchase 15,000, 50,000, and 100,000 of shards. So it's like similar economics to a lot of mobile games, let's say, and of course we have a lot of assets created, and we will sell some skins and emotes.
All right. Looks pretty balanced to me.
Yeah, because like you can't buy any like real shit. Sorry, like legendaries, epics, and all that. No, like we are not allowing that.
Yeah, that's cool. So can you talk a bit about the content roadmap? So like today it's early access. You're
Yes.
launching in 4 days.
Yes.
What kind of content can players expect in the future? So I don't know, the plans for new maps, characters, modes.
So our game, our narrative has 3 factions in it. So now there are 2, brutes and techs. We'll add additional bonuses for them. So every faction has something that it's. Could you adapt like Aaron in English? Or like this faction has this skill, or the other faction has another. So I forgot the
like
word.
unique to the faction.
Unique,
Basically.
yeah, unique to the faction, yes. So brutes will have a bit more strength status start, and they will get a bit more shards from every battle. But techs will require less for crafting shards, and they will have more dexterity. And remain the third faction that is development right now, is magic savvy humans, and they will deal more of the magic damage. So this content also, we have a lot of armor sets prepared, a lot of tiers coming, like sicha, like weapons and all that stuff. A lot of skills, because now we have a small skill table, and it depends on the weapon you wield. But we'll bring like, let's say 20, because we have write down 20 skills that will be available to select before the match. So every player can select from the same table and create a unique builds for them. Like, doesn't matter what you like equipped, you can choose different skills for that.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool because you're not like limited to a certain skill tree.
Yeah.
And that's nice. That's pretty nice. Like pretty nice concept. Like, I don't know, you're telling me only like innovative stuff that I've never heard in games before. So I'm eager to discover and play the game even more, you know. So
Yay.
that's amazing.
Cedric?
Yep.
Sorry?
Okay.
So how has been for you, Remy, and for Aaron, how was the experience like working like Breach.gg and RedTigerPro? How has the experience been working together?
I appreciate Aaron. Like, before him, I didn't know what happens with my project and with my game. You know, it's like a first timer for me, and I did all the possible mistakes, all of it, like all. And like when Aaron came, because I started to see some light. You know, this, you know, that. Did you do that? And that I was like, no, like, should I? Yeah, I
Yeah,
really appreciate Aaron.
I've had a great time working with Remy. It's I mean, he's a character already, but I really believe in this project. You know, just you can tell just from looking at it, it's like he's put in a lot into it. And it's definitely, I mean, I've worked with indie games, and I don't think many of them put as much into their game as Remy has. So I mean, getting behind that passion and getting to work with that passion, that's what this is all about. You know, it's not just, you know, that's why it's great to work with small teams, great to work with smaller creators, because they have that passion, and I think it matches my passion.
Yay! And by the way, we're hopefully will be approved by Xbox. So great things to come. Yeah, I think
And it's also on the Epic Store too. We're going to be releasing on Epic, Steam, and hopefully soon Xbox.
All right. So and do you have any plans to go on other platforms? So like PlayStation. And when I think about indie games, I think about the Switch. So are you going to? I mean, is this always in your roadmap already or not?
So I was in meeting with a Switch a few months ago. I showed the concept of the project Apidom, and like the guy said, it will never run on Switch. so, so I don't know. Maybe someday.
Nintendo's a tough cookie to crack if
Yeah.
you don't already have like a big publisher behind you. I've been applying for Nintendo for various different games a bunch, and like I've heard in the past that they're actually really good about telling you what you need, but every time I've been denied by Nintendo in the past, they're just sorry, not gonna do it. So
it's like on technological side, they said like it's too much. I thought like Switch is more powerful, but if I imagined like that's why all the animation, all the graphics are like cartoon-like in the, you know. But
Yeah.
like it can run Witcher, so I don't know like why.
Well, you know, like the big AAA games that runs on the Switch. If you look at the comparison of like low-end PC and Switch, low-end PC is like so much better, like graphics. Like we saw that like last year with Mortal Kombat MK1 when the game was released on the Switch. It was it was kind of ugly, you know. It was, you know. All right, so that's great to hear. Like that you've been like happy with this collaboration. So do you have anything else you'd like to share about Project Apidom, or maybe bridge the GG and RedTigerPro future projects together. I don't know.
It will be like definitely like we will get some mountains destroyed.
Man, I tell you, I already got ideas for different game modes on Project Apidom. We haven't talked about it yet, but I'm just saying, like,
Okay,
I just think, yeah, it could go a long way there. So, I got the wheels spinning already myself.
I don't know, like if we should like talk about the Vemix Play platform side or not.
The what?
The Vemix Play, the blockchain side.
Yeah, sure.
So basically, we all gamers, and I don't want to discriminate anyone. So our game is on Steam and Epic Game Store, and regular gamers like as me can enjoy it as much as they want. But like, let's say if you're like a blockchain wielder, we are in partnership with the Vemix Play. They will get us some marketing and the console for develop further. So we allow players to exchange items and sell them, trade them on the blockchain. That means, but it will be crossplay. So basically, regular gamers will be playing with the blockchain gamers and don't know about that, and blockchain gamers will be playing with the regular gamers and don't know about, because we're all gamers. Like, we don't need to put flags on one and other side. If you have the technology, enjoy that. That's it.
Yeah. Because we've heard there was like lots of nasty talks in the past when games
Yeah.
wanted to implement NFTs and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that
crypto sucks, but blockchain is a great technology.
Yeah, exactly. and Remy's doing a great job with it here. He's not. Again, I work with a bunch of other studios, and when I talk to some of them, they get the wrong impression where they want to try to shove an NFT down your throat for a game that nobody cares about. So this is going about it the right way. We're saying we're building the community first, and then saying, okay, and by the way, here's some NFT technology or some blockchain technology that you can utilize, not NFT.
Blockchain, yeah.
So that's the great part about it, is that it's not going to be integral, but it's going to be.
It's not play turn. You can get tokens from playing game and all that stuff. No.
Okay. You know what? We've been like talking for like 30 minutes, and I don't know how many like unique gaming features I've heard in like only 30 minutes. And I think it's amazing because I play lots of games, and but there are many things that I've never heard about before, and I
with
think
your help, we can do even more.
I hope so too. Because we must talk about this. We must talk about what's happening. We must talk about this game, and yeah, I'm even happier that we had this chat today. Because I think like I can help be part of something great for the gaming community as a whole.
And if you do play some MOBAs, I'm actually talking to some local colleges and some of my friends and stuff to see around the launch time if we can't get some teams together to kick the devs' butts a little bit. So if you know of any people who might be interested in, or if you can field a team, hit me up, because I just want to, after watching all their videos, I'm probably not going to play. I might be the observer, but I just want to see how they hold up against pro gamer or semi-pro gamers.
Yeah, that might be really interesting as an event. But something that I love to watch too. You sometimes you have like streams of developers watching the speedrunners. They don't understand how the speedrunners are doing.
Like CTO is looking at developer. How did you miss that?
Yeah, that's kind of because they're like kind of breaking the game, if you if you can say so. But yeah, I think that the Project Apidom as a game is I think is already a really good game. But what makes it great, in my opinion, is the whole project. The social side of a project, the mechanics of a game are unique. and like there's so much going on, you know. Like, there's really so much going on,
Your
and
gaming brain's working.
yeah, but it's amazing, you know, to see what you're doing here. And I think that, you know, in 2024 we need innovation in gaming. We see lots of games like the. I'm not here to trash talk or anything, you know. But many games, they kind of look alike, in the game mechanics. At least you get unique stories, unique. You get some unique gameplays, but the mechanics kind of look the same. And I think that what you're doing here is different, and it's bound to work, you know. So yeah, I'm happy that we could exchange on this, and I'm happy to be able to promote the game too. So yeah, 4 more days, you know.
Yeah, all of this.
Exciting.
Yes, so hey, it's
Appreciate it.
so I think I'm done here for the interview. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I really hope to see like the game evolve and see what you have down your roadmap.
Thank you. We'll do our best.
Well, thank you, Cedric. Thanks for setting this up and getting it going and everything. Really appreciate you reaching out. And we'll have to. I believe it was Brian that sent you over.
Yeah, Brian. You know,
Thank you.
so since we launched Geeking, so Brian has been like we've been friends for years now, and when he launched Gamers Home, he was like, you know, we think we could collaborate and make things work together. And I was like, yeah, why not? So he's the one that's been matching me with you guys, and other indie game developers. And yeah, let's spread the word. Let's talk about indie games, and you know, just show the world that indie games are here to stay, and
Exactly.
that yeah, you know,
And
we must support each other, you know.
And
Yeah.
as I see, you know, all these big malls are like closing because a lot of family business are opening, or small shops, you know, and all that stuff. So basically, I think people are tired of for this corporate response.
Yeah. So thank you very much, and I'm eager to play the game and to see how it grows. So
If you
Thank you.
need more keys, or you have people that you want to get on and try it out with you, it's going to be free to play. So obviously
Yes.
on the 29th, anybody can get on. But if you have any other people that want to hop on before then, just let us know. We can get you some more keys.
amazing. I'll let you guys know.
All right. You have a good one. Thanks again.
Thanks.
For now,
Ciao.
bye.
For now.